Server events missing the duplication parameters. What's going on? Is this a problem? Should you panic? Should you change something? Or it's a false positive? Well, sometimes it's a problem, sometimes it's a false positive. I will show you what you need to do in order to debug the problem and to understand if it's a real issue or if it's just a false positive. Now, this is the message. You will see it inside your events manager. Sometimes it will appear related to some of your events. Okay, the first thing I want to explain, what are these deduplication parameters? Basically, it's just something called event ID. When you send server events, in reality you send two events, a browser event and a server event. These events will have the same name and the same event ID. When Facebook gets a pair of events with the same name and the same event ID, they will deduplicate them, meaning that the browser event will be recorded, will work, and the server event will be deduplicated, will not be recorded by Facebook. The idea is that if you have a browser event, you don't need a server event. The server event is there just as a backup for your browser events. For some reason, if for some reason the browser event doesn't work, like an ad blocker, you have the server event sending the data. So that's why Facebook needs to deduplicate these events. And as I explained, the duplication works based on something called event ID. Now, if you use Pixel Your Site and if you have a conversion API turned on, all our events will have the event ID. There is no other way, because we always send the event ID. So the idea is to keep all your events inside Pixel Your Site. Don't install events with code, don't install events with other plugins, don't install events with Google Tag Manager, and don't turn on automatic events inside Events Manager, this thing right here. Where is it? This one. Don't turn it on, keep it off. Don't use the event setup tool, because these events will not have the event ID. Just stay with Pixel Your Site, fire your events just with Pixel Your Site. If you need extra events on top of what we already fire, use this page to add your events. Okay? If you do so, all your events will have the event ID. Now, you can also test your events and check to see if they have the event ID. You can do it in two ways. You can just use Pixel Helper, like this. Open an event and look for this. Oh, I think you don't. Sorry, I have to move my image because I don't think you can see what I do. This is better. Okay, so again, use Pixel Helper and check if the event, open the event like this, and check if the event has an event ID. And all your events, if are fired by Pixel Your Site, will have the event ID. But there is also something better you can do. You can actually test the server events and how the duplication works inside Events Manager, and go to the testing page. I mean, I have various videos explaining how to test server events. I will do it again in this video as well, but it's the same process. Get the testing code, add it inside Pixel Your Site right here, save, and just go to your website and fire some events. Browse the website and in order to fire events, and wait until the duplication works, until the server events are recorded. There is some delay. No worries, it will work. There is a huge delay actually. Okay, now we start to see the server events, and they are duplicated. as you can easily see. So what we will have, it will be a pair of events. This is the browser event, this is the server event, and the server event is deduplicated. This is how you can confirm that the duplication works. In conclusion, if you see this kind of warning about missing the duplication parameters, check first. Make sure you don't have events added by something else outside Pixel site, and do a test inside your events manager to see if the duplication works. Wait a bit after you fire the events, because there is some delay in reporting and deduplicating the server events. One more thing, like this video and subscribe to this channel, because I have this crazy plan to become a YouTube celebrity by making Facebook pixel videos, which is not exactly an easy way. Thank you again.